Alright, friends, hello and welcome to the Poem Physics 365 podcast, where we are doing physics every single day of the week. I am your host, Eli Hibbett, and welcome to a late night edition. So, it's the 10th of February 2016, and let's take a look on this day in physics. 10th of February 1961, Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant goes online. It took the large force of the Niagara River and converted it into the largest hydroelectric power plant in the world. So, very cool on this day in physics, and it's going to tie directly in with our word of the day, which is induction. And so, what is induction? Electrical induction is a phenomenon first popularly discovered by Michael Faraday in the 1820s. What he discovered was that if a loop of wire was rotated between two magnets, that this induces a current in the wire. What this discovery meant was that the two magnets generate a magnetic field. As the loop of wire rotates, the amount of magnetic field which passes through the loop of wire changes. This is known as magnetic flux, and where there is magnetic flux, there is an induced current. So this current is generated and can be stored. What happens on a very large scale at hydroelectric power plants like the one in Niagara Falls is that using this immense force of flowing water, the water turns a turbine, which is attached to something like a big loop of wire, which spins inside of a magnetic field and induces a great deal of current, like enough to power a city or two or three. This is a passive, sustainable way to generate power on our planet. And so, to tie in our word of the day with the on this day in physics, if you head over to the blog, pwnphysics.blogspot.com, there's a great article on how hydropower works, and they show you how the turbine turns to generate power, and how they kind of can make like a dam to build up power or build up water, and then allow the water to flow through to turn the turbine. Very, very cool. So check that out over on the blog, and let's take a look at our quote of the day. It's by Robert Moses, who was an architect or engineer who did actually a lot of work on Long Island, where I'm from now. And he had a lot to do with this Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant. And so we're going to turn to him for our quote of the day, which is, "Those who can, build. Those who can't, criticize." So something to think about, guys. Are you going to build or are you going to criticize? So that's our three-prong edition of the Pwn Physics 365 podcast, Word of the Day induction. So, yeah, that's going to do it for today, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Take care.